Right, hello and welcome. My name's Jay. I buy and sell on eBay UK. I mainly specialise in model railway, any big collections that I can buy and sell individually online for a profit. If you do like the content, please give us a thumbs up. More importantly, if you can consider subscribing, I'd really appreciate it. And if you've got any comments, please feel free to put them down below. I do have an Instagram, which is JLL Trading. So if you want to see sneak peeks and so forth, please feel free to add me on there as well. But without further ado, going to turn you around and show you what's sold. Right, hello and welcome back. It's now Monday, 5 sales in total, nothing special. Starting over here, got this Lima loco, that's the part numbers there. I thought, looking at this, it's so well put together, it'd be worth more than what it actually is, but it only sold for £30. I've then got a 4-wheel coach, one of the maroon ones there, that sold for £8.99. A extension pack B, that sold for £19.99. Some R607 sold for £12.99, and then last but not least, got this brown and cream coach there, not in the best of conditions, that sold for £8.99. So yeah, that's been my sales. I've managed to post or mix up 2 items again. Fortunately, they were only wagons. Somebody's reached out to me already. I'm just waiting for the second email to come across. I refunded the other guy, said just keep them. I'll be honest with you, recently, because it's been so hot, I just want to get in here, get the packing done and sort of get out where a fan is or whatever it may be. So yeah, shouldn't really make excuses. It's my fault completely, so I own my problems. I will end up refunding both of them and tell them just to keep the wagons. Fortunately, they're only about £10 each, so I'll put it down to experience. I've got to concentrate more when I'm packing. Anyway, I'm waffling on, gonna get this little lot packed up. I'll update you on what I sell tomorrow. Cheers. Right, hello and welcome back. It's now Tuesday. I've got 5 sales in total. It's not been busy at all today. However, I have done a load of listings, so happy days. What have I got going on at the moment? I've got a couple of returns, or no, actually a couple of controllers that have turned up and aren't working. You kind of get a feel for somebody when they're messaging you, and these 2 people in a row, they both seem pretty sincere. One bloke, I've sent him out another, because he says it's the actual controller itself rather than the power lead. It's powering up, it's not putting power for it. So I've sent him out another one, and then another guy, he messaged saying his one wasn't working. I thought, you know what, I can't bother to send you another one. I've just refunded him and told him to dispose of it and use the money that he's got back to get another one. And then I've got somebody that bought some remote control car shocks off of me, and they're trying to fit them on a totally different car to what they're meant to be fitted on, and they're saying, well, they don't fit. And so I'm not surprised, they're not for that car. And I didn't say they were for that car, but being a business seller, I've got to take the return, so I just lap it up. Yep, send them back. Like, I'll give you money back when I get them back. Anyway, that's they come in threes. I always say they come in threes, bits of aggravation, and that's my 3 bits there. Sales wise, what have we got over here? Got a Eurostar body, that's sold for a tenner. It's got the pantograph on it as well. Got a cattle wagon, I think that's from the Hornby Thomas and Friends, that's sold for a tenner. I've then got a car number 54, that's sold for £14.99. Some of these old steel points there, people still buy, still track, they sold for £8.99. And then this bus, a Metro bus I believe it is, it's 00 scale, and that sold for, it was £9.99. Pardon me. So yeah, happy days. Nothing big, but happy to have them either way. I'm going to get this little lot packed up, but I'll update myself tomorrow. Cheers. Right, hello and welcome back. It's now Wednesday. What have I got? 10 sales in total. Happy to have them. Starting over here, got some remote control car wheels. I bought these off of AliExpress. They were meant to be a lot bigger than what they are, so I think I paid a tenner for them. I sold them for a tenner, so I'll be losing a couple of quid on those. Got this blue 4-wheel wagon there, that sold for £8.99. Got this, I think it's a Bachmann Billy, Puffin Billy or something like that, that sold for £17.99. Got another one of these 4-wheel wagons, I think that sold for £8.99 there. Another wagon, what is it, iron ore tipper, that sold for £8.99. Royal Mail coach, that sold for £17.99. Today I've done basically when I buy lots, obviously some of the wagons I can't sell individually, and they might be damaged, couplings missing. If the couplings are missing, they're in good condition, I'll put new couplings on them and sell them individually. But if they're not, I tend to bundle them up, and I've been doing like bundles of 4 or 5 for a tenner, and kind of getting nowhere with them. And these ones, they're usable, but they're not in the best of conditions. I put 10 together and $14.99 by it now, and I've sold 2 packs already. So starting over here, you can see the bits that are in there. That one's even got a body for a loco in there, and got another one there as well. Just not in the condition that I can sell them individually. And ultimately wagons, when I'm buying them, will cost me anywhere between 20p and £4 or £5, depending on what wagon it is at the end of the day. So these will be the lower end, so there's a little bit of profit in there, and happy to get the space back. I've now got a couple of boxes down there that will be empty, and I can start putting new stock into it. So I've been listing a lot. I've been off for work for the last couple of days and meant to be doing a few bits with a boy, but that didn't happen. So I've just been listing. After I pack this lot up, I'm going to do some more listing as well. Not bought a lot though. Yeah, I think I need to refrain from buying and get through the stock that I've got here. I think as a reseller, it's so easy just to buy stock, but ultimately we've got to sell it, haven't we? And in order to do that, we've got to list it. Anyway, I've also got one of these Dock Authority shunters that sold for £25, and then last but not least, got this nice Bachmann wagon there that sold for £12.99. So yeah, happy to have the sales. Hopefully there'll be a couple of more come in, because it has been, yesterday was very quiet. So ultimately I need to get some more sales. Anyway, I'm waffling on. I'm going to get a lot packed up. I'll update on myself tomorrow. Cheers. Right, hello and welcome back to now Thursday. I had 2 remote control cars that have sold. They were from my own collection, so I've already boxed them up and they're downstairs ready to rock and roll. Other than that, I've got 5 sales in total. Starting over here, got a GWR power car. This one does need a repair on, I think there's a wheel missing and there was a loose wire in there as well. So it's sold for spares or repairs for £36. This buyer bought 3 items. He bought this breakdown coach. It's a Hornby one. He also bought this repainted 37203 class 37, is it? Even getting good with the names now, or not. And then he bought this pack, which is a Lima one. I'll lift it out the way there and I'll peek around to make sure it's in the camera. He paid £125 for this. He paid $26.99 for the coach. He offered me a tenner for the train, or the loco, sorry. I counted him at 15 and he accepted. To be fair, I should have took the tenner because he paid £125 for something that I'd have probably taken 124, there or thereabouts. So yeah, nice bit of profit in those, happy to have those. I've then got a Southeastern high-speed coach that sold for $29.99. that's going international. Got a poor condition GWR 04, I think it's 101, that sold for $12.99. Got an extension pack D there that sold for £22 or £23. And then, oh, I was about to show you that again. That's it. So yeah, that's been my sales. Happy to have them. It's going to be a bit of a trip tomorrow to the parcel shop on my own, because I've got 2 big parcels downstairs. One of these is going to be a big parcel as well, but hey, it is what it is. Anyway, I'm waffling on, going to get to it packed up, update myself tomorrow. Cheers. Right, hello and welcome back. It's now Friday, and what a Friday it has been. I've got to be quick because it's 8 o'clock at night and I've got to get 11 items packaged up, and I want to chill for a bit. So yeah, starting over here, got 5 random tapes. They sold for $12.99. I've got a Track Pack System C. I don't get this one that often. That sold for £31. This buyer bought this for, I think it was $14.99. What's the part numbers? They're there. Transporter. He also bought this for just over £20 as well. I combined the postage for him. I then sold some of those tunnel portals for $9.99. Some remote control body car shells for £13. R607s for, I think, $12.99. A yellow Triang railway shunter. Unfortunately, the condition of this is not the best. It does run, and that sold for £15.50. I've also got this, can't remember what make it is, but hopefully you can work out the numbers on there. It was quite a pricey loco, but unfortunately This one's not in the best of conditions and it sold for £25, but happy to have that anyway. Tape pack, accelerated culture tape pack, that sold for £19.99. This was a good one. I've not seen this before. I've got this as a local collector. It's been professionally weathered by these guys. Hopefully you lot know a bit more about them than what I do. It is a Duchess of Atholl. I'm probably murdering that, 46231. That sold for £85, so really happy with that. Then last but not least, this buyer has bought 2 tape packs off me, a Helter Skelter one and a Viber Light one. He paid £19.99 for each of them. I've combined the postage for him. So yeah, that's been my Friday sales. I'm going to get this little lot packed up, hopefully be able to chill out for a bit. I'll update you now on Sunday as to what I sell Saturday and Sunday. Cheers. Right, hello and welcome back to now Sunday. Been pretty busy, to be fair. Starting over here, got a old Trian baggage coach. I think that sold for about £8.99. Got this L&YR 040 in pretty poor condition. The coal shed is missing from it as well. That sold for £12.99. Some R605 sold for a tenner. A remote control car ESC sold for £20 there or thereabouts. Another what is it, a Ginty I think there, that sold for £19.99. A 40106, I think that's a Lima loco there, that sold for £12.99. A remote control part that sold for £20. The Beatles wagon there, that sold for, I think it was £22. A track mat that sold for £8.99. You can't see it in there, but it is a class 31 and it's in really nice condition. That's why I've bubble wrapped it. Hopefully you just about be able to see the front of it there. That sold for £20 I believe, or maybe a little bit more than that. An old Triang wagon that sold for £6.99. I've then got one of these GWR coaches that sold for £35. That wagon there, that sold for a tenner. One of these pug ones, I think this was returned to me at some stage because the buyer changed their mind, like you do, and it sold for £6. And then last but not least, got this 040 as well, and I believe that sold for about £12.99. So yeah, that's been my sales. If you do like the content, please give us a thumbs up. More important, if you can consider subscribing, I'd really appreciate it. Cheers.